think about such a situation? That's, well, a huge group of, for example, German people moves to Muslim country, well, where are a lot of Muslims, and they want to have their Christian community and live there according to their religion. They are peaceful, they are working, well, like Muslims wish to have when they come to the Western countries.
They want to build what? Mosques, minarets, and so on and so forth.
Yes. Would it be possible?
In Turkey, I don't think there would be too much problem.
And I think there is, in the historical context of the living, for example, of the Ottoman Empire or the Arab Sultanate or Caliphate, there were always Muslim communities inside, Christian communities inside a Muslim country, and still there are big Christian communities in Syria. For example, 30% of Syrians are Christian, 50% of Lebanese people are Christian. They have the freedom to practice their religion, to build churches, to, well, I guess we are given all freedoms according to the human rights treaties in those countries where
I want to add something.
It's another topic.
Yes, I know.
Okay, let's not
I
get
want to add,
Yes,
I want to add something to two previous questions about immigration from East and about those religious communities. It's not about the Muslims, it's about the dictatorships or the government on that places, because some Muslims are not happy with it and they go out, and those communities could be banned or something because the dictator or the government is just not so good. It makes it. So it's not about Islam, it's about politics and what the people do there.
But for example, when Western countries refuse to make special holidays for Muslims or something, they are, well, treating those countries like a hostel to Muslims. And, well, but it's what I'm going to say, well, in Europe, Muslims must have their rights, but in the Asian countries, well, you see the totalitarian regime and dictatorship, it may be justified that Christians couldn't live, well, in their own community. So it's about, well, I know that there are objective, well, the situation is different, but when we talk about well, equality, well, it's not that.
because it's just not equal. It's cultural thing. We're used to think that European is a model that is like a really good one. Democracy should thrive in the Middle East, and we can come to Israel and Palestine and say, shake
what's
hands.
bad about that?
Yeah, come on, you don't have your land, it's just nothing historical about it, but it's just not that, it's just not happening. As the guys told, we want to go to Afghanistan and say, this is the land of democracy, but it's not happening, it's just not like that, and we say,
So does that mean that Islam and democracy are incompatible?
No,
Afghanistan and democracy is the same.
no, also Islam is Christian societies are more of equal right. Like let's say in Europe, let's focus. I mean the ethnicity of people are not so different, and let's say Muslims in Indonesia
is based on what? In Judeo-Christian tradition, which is
but talking about the
monotheistic.
ethnical roots, let's say, of the people in this community, it's not that different. Of course, there are Christians in Africa and all, but we don't pay attention to them that much. When we're coming to Muslim, we see them all as a big ball of, I don't know, Indonesian, Arabs and Turks and whatever, and we say, okay, Arabs, Muslims, they are. So we want to apply this model of being the unit of Christian tradition, being the European, being democratic, being something cosmopolitan, I don't know. So, but it's not usually working. It's because of this, I know, coming to all this mix of the Islam, the traditions of the region, the place, and all stuff. We cannot